Hey guys, are you, let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, this is India with Bags of Lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching this video. It is time for fashion news. I got it right that time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the slew of topics for December. All right, first up is going to be Loewe. So when we're talking about inclusivity, whether that's age, shape, race, gender, all of those things. Loewe has announced that Maggie Smith is going to be, she's going to star in their latest campaign. And so when I looked at her face, I thought, that lady looks recognizable. So I had to Google Maggie Smith's name to just see all of the things that she's been in because I knew she was an actress. And so the first thing or the biggest thing that they're saying she's most notable for is Harry Potter. I get it. Harry Potter's most recent. However, for me, I'm probably going to tell my kind of age range here, but I knew her from Sister Act and Peter Pan. So that is where I recognize her from. I was like, I didn't watch Harry Potter, but those other things, I didn't watch those. So that is where I recognize Maggie Smith from. And so I think it's really cool. I think she's about 88, I want to say, is what the article mentioned. If this is not your first time, I'm just letting you know articles will be linked down below. I encourage you to please hit that description box, expand it, check out those articles that I have linked so you can read more information. There's also other more information about me, all those things. So definitely go ahead and make sure you check it out. I always try to link what I'm talking about to give you guys the opportunity to read information for yourselves. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our next topic. So I think before I close that one out, I think that's really cool that they're having Maggie Smith in the campaign, and it adds definitely some age variety in there. So, and I think it just elevates the pieces that she's showing much more. Like when you see the photos, I think it just elevates the person much more. You see this woman who is well accomplished. She is further on in her life, very seasoned. She's still vibrant and here and is very part of the fashion scene. So I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let me know your thoughts down below. Next topic is going to be a Vogue article that I read. So this was interesting because Taylor Swift, aka what I'm going to call her is Tay Tay, has they talk about her affordable bag collection. Now, this is not the first time that people have been talking about the handbags that Taylor Swift has carried. More so, highlighting the fact that she she buys expensive stuff too, so don't think that she doesn't. But this is not the first time that I've seen something written about Taylor Swift where they very much hone in on the lower price point for her celebrity status, for her wealth to have these lower priced handbags. So that's kind of like the fascination with it. So it seems like Taylor Swift is equal opportunity. Like whatever she likes, she'll carry. It doesn't matter how much it costs. So I wanted to feature one of the handbags. So there was a brand on there that I had not heard of before. So I wanted to share it with you because part of the things that I like to do, or part of the goal of my channel, is to share brands out there that are not highly talked about. And so that is why I wanted to mention it. And so it's a brand called All Pin, I think. And there's a Nirvana bag that they featured that Taylor was carrying. I would say definitely that kind of unique hobo elongated kind of teardrop sideways shape. I don't know what you really describe it as, but it is a interesting shape. I know that Poland makes a bag similar shape. I want to say Loewe does too, if I'm not mistaken. But I think this was a kind of unique and cool bag to mention. It does, this bag specifically is $340. They also mentioned in the article that there are other stars that are fans of either this specific bag or the brand. And they mentioned Gabrielle Union, Hailey Bieber. So she's not the only star that has been seen walking around with something from this company. So this company, I could not tell when they first started, but they are a environmentally conscious company. So they use materials that have been recycled. So they tout being using materials of recycled polyurethane as well as polyester are the fabric. So not really my thing. I love a leather bag. Sorry, I do. So, but for you folks out there that want to jump more into the environmentally conscious side of the spectrum, don't mind carrying something that's not a leather material and it's made of another material, then maybe you want to check out this brand. And the only other thing I want to say is that on their about page, they also talk about what do I want to say, encouraging fair wages as well as fair working conditions for the folks that work in their factories. So just want to talk about that brand. Let me know if you've heard about this brand or seen Tay or somebody else with this bag or something from this line. I would definitely be interested to know who that was and yeah, what bag they had. Okay, so let's move on to another topic. And we're talking about Chloe and Artelier Jolie. So if you did not know, let me catch you up. Angelina Jolie is now doing a clothing line. I don't know exactly when the clothing line, like just hers, will launch, but they have partnered together to do a collaboration. And so, with this collaboration, it is going to be released through Chloe's outlets in January of 2024. And so, the items that they are going to release with this partnership or this collaboration are known to have 80% lower impact materials to make the items. So they also are using organic cotton, things like recycled wood, organic satin, not organic satin, I'm sorry, organic silk, and other type of materials like that that lower the impact to the environment. And so the price ranges are going to be, they're pretty hefty. So they're going to start at $850 and then go up to $5,000. So if you're liking, if you love Chloe or like Angelina Jolie style aesthetic, maybe you'll find a piece that you really like and want to capture it. You can get that in January. Next up is going to be a Guardian article piece. Before I jump into that, this is a quick segue for me to say, if you're at this point of the video, thank you so much for watching and giving my channel a try out or sticking with me. Please go ahead, hit the like button. That is extremely appreciated. And please go ahead and do it. The reason why is because, first off, engagement matters, especially for really small channels like mine. So subscription numbers, commenting, liking the video, all of that weighs very heavy. And the only way that I get pushed out to other people is first, if you just do a simple thing of hitting the like button. Even if you don't want to subscribe, just please hit the like button. It is greatly appreciated. I'm really trying to grow my channel and it absolutely has been growing. And I thank each and every one of you for who have subscribed, who have commented, who do like my video. I'm just asking to please push it some more. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into the topic. So like I said, I was talking about the Guardian article. And so I thought this was interesting because this article talked about Black fashion designers that were overlooked by fashion history or overlooked by history. So pretty much they people liked their designs or their contributions they made, but basically they were overlooked because of who they were. I don't even know another way to say it besides that. So there's a book that's coming out by Charlene, which I'll throw her name down here because I do not want to mess up her last name. And it is called Now You See Me. And so a couple of people that were featured in the article, which Guardian article will be linked down below. I also encourage you to buy the book so you can read more information on it because obviously it's going to have more information than the article will. Now, so Ann Lowe contributed to Jackie Kennedy's wedding dress. And so I thought that was very interesting to see. And they have some more information in the article about Ann Lowe. Another example is Patrick Kelly. He dressed Grace Jones, which is a very famous model from back in the day. And then also Madonna. He was also known for dressing Madonna as well. But apparently he did not receive the credit that he should have back then for his contributions to those people and other folks that he dressed. So those are some examples of the artists, designers, people that were featured in the article and are in the book. Okay, so if you have been around for a little while, thank you. I talked about Chanel's lawsuit with What Goes Around Comes Around, which is a very well-known and established online as well as brick and mortar consignment store. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link that video at the end of this video, so that way you can check out that one. But so to catch you up, I've been trying to just keep up with it. And so the latest update that I've seen from a couple of blog posts is that there were several accusations made against what goes around comes around, and nothing is finalized as far as like the whole thing is not finished yet. There's some more that's still happening, and it sounds like it's probably going to go to trial. Sorry, things are popping up on my screen, so if you see me looking upwards this way, that is why. If you see me looking downwards, it's my notebook. Okay, so let me keep going. So I probably should have said that earlier, so you probably weren't like, where is she looking? But anyway, now you know. Okay, so with the trademark infringement as well as false association, both of those claims that Chanel made against what goes around comes around were denied. And all I'm saying is this is my opinion. I'm reading what the information that I gathered from articles that I read. This is in no way a representation of what I'm saying is fact. Go out there, read those articles that are linked so you can know. Okay, so that was the judgment against them. So except for the liability. So in those same arguments, so the liability of non-genuine branded goods against what goes around comes around from Chanel, they were awarded, or the judge agreed. I don't know the exact terms. When I was reading this, I was like, oh my gosh, like how do lawyers do this? But so basically that in that little part, Chanel did win, according to what I'm reviewing and the information that I saw. But and that also includes, with that liability against what goes around comes around, it includes 11 bags with a serial number that was documented to be stolen from the Renato. My mouth is dry. I've been recording. This is my second video. Corti factory. So apparently there were several bags with serial numbers that were stolen, and I don't know whether all the details of it, but basically they're saying that judgment included 11 bags with those serial numbers that information was stolen from the Chanel factory. Okay, so also in that article, it mentioned that there were some things that there were claims that what goes around comes around made back, and they mentioned that those were denied, but there's still some items that are still out there, and those will go to trial. It was a little bit legal mumbo jumbo the way they formatted the sentence, so it was a little hard to understand. But I wanted to give an update because I do find it very interesting. There are several lawsuits that I have covered before, and this was one of them. So like I said, I wanted to cover that one. And so that is it for fashion news. If you all have any suggestions, please go ahead and leave those in the comments down below. I thank you so much again for watching my videos. Please go ahead and subscribe if you're at this point. That would be greatly appreciated. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It won't cost you anything, but it means everything to me. Thank you. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.